Follow all Moiseur's news on his website, www.moiseurs.com, and on his Facebook page.
Hello and welcome to Moiseur for this new video about the Yamaha YC, and today we are going to talk about the update of the operating system 1.2. So you can think, why do you make new video about update the operating system? Because you have done already one for the 1.1. Yes, I do, but no, we have the John Melas YC tools, and I will show you how to update with the classic way with the USB stick and with the John Melas YC tools to dump all your live setup. Do not forget, if you like this video, click on the thumb. It's important for me to know that you like the content. If you are not a Moiseur follower, click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new Moiseur video is released. And now, I'll let you with Grace and Paul.
We will start simply by talking about USB key, because to update your YC operating system, you need an USB key. It is not necessary to take a 16 gigabytes, because by default, YC files when you want to save are less than 1 megabyte, so it's really not worth to have a huge storage size. Be careful too with USB keys that we can call exotic, those that contain encryption systems that are included, or protection systems. Yamaha YC and keyboards in general don't like this kind of stuff. Format type is very simple, it's FAT32, there's nothing simpler, so a 4 or 8 gigabits in FAT32 USB stick without this kind of stuff will be fine. If you want to format your USB key on your YC, put it on USB to device port, which is on your YC back. Let's see with Paul how to proceed.
It's very easy to do, Grace. We'll go to menu, then to file. I remind you we can navigate with the encoder like this, or you can navigate with your YC buttons. File is the fourth line. I press 4, file utility is on line 5, and there are rename, delete and format. Format is 3, but here I need my little encoder to switch to format. Does I'm sure? Yes, of course. And that's it, it's very fast. Our key is formatted to receive YC operating system. But before to copy YC operating system file on USB key, there is a very important thing to do. Since you have your YC, you have certainly made many live sets, adjusted your settings in menus for example. It is imperative to save everything because operating system update will erase all your live sets and all your settings. So how do this? Let's see this with Grace.
Press menu, and then, press 4 to go to file, and there, the best is to make a backup file that will save absolutely everything in your YC. It will save the settings that you have put in menu, and it will save all your live sets. We press enter and we press save, of course, new file, and by default it is called YC backup. Obviously you can change the name by putting for example the date, that is done easily, that takes just a little bit of time. Joel prefers to do it on the computer. It's very important not to keep everything on the flash drive, you have to make a copy on your computer, because if one day the flash drive doesn't work anymore, or you lose it, you won't have anything. So copy your backup file to your computer and you can rename it once transferred. I press enter and that's it. If you bought John Melas YC tools with the Total Librarian, let's see how to save your live set.
You can also save all your live set with John Melas Total Librarian. To connect your YC with Total Librarian, go to Setup, Auto Connect, and it connects itself through USB to host port. That's mean it is necessary to install the last YC driver. To receive your live set, just click on there, that's what we want to do. Joel take his timer because obviously for this video, he's not going to show all live sets synchronization in real time and he have speed up video on video editing. Let's show you on YC screen, you see now transmitting MIDI bulk data. Let's switch back to full screen view. It's not very long, it's take near 2 minutes, to do this 160 live sets bulk dump. This does not save your menu parameters adjustment, so make a backup file on USB key too. Now, you just have to save your total librarian file, by going to File, Save As. Let's see YC Editor now with Grace.
YC Editor allows us to edit absolutely everything on our YC. It benefits latest John Mela's CP Tools improvements. This means that everything you do on the editor will change and been active on YC and reverse too. Just select our YC with Auto Connect. Here it is. It took us to Jazz Lead Live Set. Let's switch to this view. Like this, you see the YC. Let's activate a section on editor. It activates on YC. And vice versa. Let's show you again. It activate, it deactivate, it's work well in both directions. You can edit absolutely everything. You have all your YC settings, as well as everything that is controller in full view, and in great detail. New features like touch sensitivity, copy functions, zone settings as well, that you can have absolutely everything in view, sections, effects, you have all this in the editor. Let's close John Mela's tools and also to turn off Yamaha YC. To update the operating system, we need to turn it off and remove USB key.
Now you have to download the new YC operating system. To download it, let's go back to this view. We'll go to the Yamaha website. How do you go to the good Yamaha website? How to know which one it is? Joel he's going to add on video a magical address that allows you to go to your Yamaha country website. We need to say also for your information that this video is recorded before the official operating system release. This operating system webpage is not on the final version when Joel records this video. Obviously we are still on the page where you see operating system 1.10 on screen. Of course, when this video will be online after the official release, operating system 1.20 will be available, but the handling will be the same. It will be written that it is the OS 1.20. Go below, you click on Yes I agree, and it will download YC 1.20 operating system.
Now we will connect the USB key to our computer. We will rename this backup file, YC Backup AVT Update, that's mean before update. Downloaded operating system is in zip format. Unzip it. You will have a folder with operating system manual that you will have to read. It's always important to read this manual, and you will especially have the 8T25OS_.pgm file that we will have to put on our USB key root. We copy it on USB key. And the best way to proceed is to delete all others file from your USB stock. Let's close our screens to see better, and you don't see the manipulation here. We reject USB key, have pop-up which indicates that we can remove USB key and we can put it in USB to device YC port. Don't forget that it's a beta operating system version that was used for recording this video. It's reduced in size compared to the final version, and the update will take much time for you with final OS 1.20.
To start updating, you must have your YC unpowered. Insert USB key in the USB to device port. We will now use 2 fingers and press simultaneously on menu and store buttons, keep them pressed. At the same time, turn on your Yamaha YC. Look at the close-up camera shot. You see on screen now loading, we can now release our 2 fingers, and you see current version 1.10. As version used for this video is a beta version, it is right here 1.19.7, you will see 1.20.1 when you will done at home. Press enter on encoder here to go to the next phase. If you press exit, it will reboot and not updating, so of course you validate with enter. You have a message to inform you that all your memory will be initialized. Are you sure to continue? In case of error you do reboot, if you are sure you do enter, and this is where we will start updating operating system 1.20.
First you will see that main data are updating. These are new features and what concerns FMX2, AWM2 waveforms for key A and key B sections are updated after this. Here this update take only 40 seconds because it is a beta version without AWM2 waveforms. For the final version, update may take a little more than 10 minutes. When update is complete and compliant, you will get this message, completed, please turn off. As long as you don't get this message, you don't touch anything, you don't turn off your YC, you don't remove the USB key. If you have an inverter for your computer, connect your YC to the inverter, it avoids power microcuts. You can turn off our YC cause we have completed please turn off message. Restart it, we can let USB key on USB to device port, because as we don't press menu and store buttons, our YC won't boot on OS.
If we want to check that our operating system is up to date, we need to go to menu and select info version with the encoder or with button 5. Here it shows us that it is the 1.19 version, you will see at home 1.20.1. Regarding details of new features, Joel will make specific videos you have seen. You've seen most of them in the Yamaha Tech Talk live video. In general, an update brings new sounds and live sets. Those of update 1.10 were on page 11, here page 12 is empty because we are on a beta version. There are for this update, 3 new FMX organ voices and 16 new live sets, on pages 12 and 13. Before reloading your personal data, you have to save these new live sets. Let's see how we proceed by saving each live set page.
It is necessary in the first step, to be placed on live set page we want to save. For this update page 12 to begin, let us go in menu, then on file with the encoder, then with the buttons 3, live set page file. We go on save, then new file. In this example for this video, let us leave the generic name. At home you will have to name each of them with a mention like page 12, then for the following, page 13. Obviously there is nothing in this file, it is for the example. Let's also see how to do it with John Maylaw's Total Librarian. We will create a new file which is an empty file. Let's do setup, auto connect to connect our YC. It's connected, now we can do all live sets bulk dump, which I remind you takes about 2 minutes. Joel speeds up in editing to reduce time for this video. We have received all the live sets. We save via file, save as, and we will name the file live set after update.
How to group all live sets. First, let's make some space on screen. In his file before updating, Joel already has many live sets. We'll simply drag and drop new live sets from the after update file to our file before updating. As Joel doesn't have these live sets yet, we'll use other live sets as example. That's done, they are in my file that I will now save. I go to File, Save As, and we just need to give it a specific name. After we reload our backup file done before update from USB stick, we'll just have to do the bulk dump to the Yamaha YC. If you haven't bought John Mayllaw's YC tools yet, think about it because it's really handy to manage your live sets, as well as the editor to edit your live set.
This is a video ending. It was a much longer video when the Yamaha Tech Talk live session we have done some day before with the Yamaha Tech Talk live team. Say hello to all my friends for the team. That's the pleasure to be on with you and to show you in more details how to proceed for the update with the USB stick and most important, how to do with the John Mayllaw's YC tools. John have done an amazing work with his tools, so if you do not have buy them, do it now because the price is very low and you will time with them. So I encourage you to buy them. So I say you buy, and I will retrieve you for other Monsieur video. Bye.
Monsieur, Yamaha Music Europe and Music France partner. Purpose you its personal master class service, available in French or English for all users living in European Union. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced user, each session conducted one-on-one through Zoom allows you to progress quickly on subjects you have chosen with a unique pedagogy, giving you access to the best Monsieur practical tips. Use all potential of your montage, MODX, YC series, CP73 or 88, audio modeling Camelot Pro or John Mayllaw's software. Book your place now for your Moiseur's personal masterclass. You can directly request an appointment on available slots in Monsieur Facebook page services tab or by email at monsieur@orange.fr, and do not forget, if you like this video, click on the blue thumb, click on subscribe to follow Monsieur YouTube channel news, and click on bell to be informed when a new video is released. Comment or ask questions too. Thank you for watching. See you soon.